My son sent me an email. It said he could no longer take care of me while he was on vacation with my money.
Miguel, would you like more rice? I made your favorite.
Yeah, Mom, whatever's fine.
Carmen was always such a good mother. Too good, I tell her. That Miguel never had to work for anything.
Mom, it's just temporary. The business is about to take off, and I just need this loan for the vacation while everything gets sorted out.
Are you sure, sweetheart? It's a lot of money. She came in every month, very punctual, always asked about her account, very organized with her finances.
Mrs. Carmen, are you sure about this amount? It's quite a lot of money. Yeah.
Yes, it's for my son. It's important.
I always thought being a good mother meant saying yes, giving him everything he asked for. Maybe I did him harm.
Finally, a proper vacation. I deserve this. After all the stress.
I could see her getting quieter after giving him that money. Like worried, you know? I asked if she was okay, and she just said, "Everything's fine, Maria."
First class to Cancun. I have a reservation at the resort.
Did I do the right thing? Or am I just a foolish old woman? In my 20 years working here, I've seen many mothers. When they withdraw so much money for their children, it almost never ends well.
I want the ocean view suite I reserved and have the spa service prepared for this afternoon.
The first few days, he didn't write anything. I thought, well, he's on vacation. But then I started to worry.
Bring me another one of these cocktails and turn up the music on the terrace.
I went to visit her because I hadn't seen her in a week. She was quieter, like thinking about something. I asked about the boy and she just sighed.
Carmen, how are you? You look worried.
I'm fine, just thinking about things.
I read the email 3 times. I couldn't believe that my son, my own son, would write those words while I had paid for his vacation.
Better she knows the truth right away. That way there's no misunderstanding.
I've seen this before. The children take the money and then disappear. The mothers are left alone, without money, without family. It's a very sad pattern.
So this is gratitude after everything I've given. So this is gratitude after everything I've given. Perfect. If he wants to play that way, let's play.
I replied very simply, understood, one word. He thought he had won, that he had defeated me. But I understood something more.
Perfect. At least she's not going to make a drama. She finally understands how things are.
Hello, this is Carmen Rodriguez. I need to schedule an appointment with an attorney as soon as possible regarding property and financial matters.
When the lady came to consult with me, I was concerned. Many elderly people don't know their rights, but she knew exactly what she wanted to do.
I want everything to be legal and correct. I don't want problems later.
Ma'am, are you sure? These changes are permanent.
Completely sure. It's my money, my house, my decision.
I want to close the joint account and open a new one exclusively in my name.
Of course, ma'am. I see you have all the documentation prepared.
When she returned the following week, she was different. Very decisive, very organized. She brought all the documents prepared, knew exactly what she wanted to do.
These are high security locks, ma'am. Very difficult to force.
Perfect. I want to be sure that only the right people can enter.
I want every document updated to reflect the new arrangements.
These changes will completely transfer all legal authority to you exclusively.
It was like watching her wake up, you know? Suddenly she had so much energy, so much, how do you say? Determination.
I'm ready for some changes in my life. Bright colors, modern style.
That color looks wonderful on you, ma'am.
Bring me the lobster and your most expensive bottle of champagne. I'm celebrating my freedom.
I want everything fresh and new. Remove all the old photos and dark furniture.
Certainly, ma'am. The new color scheme will completely transform the space.
In 30 years of legal practice, I've rarely seen someone so prepared. She had every document, every detail planned. A perfect legal strategy.
How is the pressure, sir?
Perfect. This has been exactly what I needed.
Yes, everything is ready. The arrangements are exactly as we discussed.
We'll be landing in about 2 hours, sir.
Thank you. It's been a perfect vacation.
Downtown, please. Just got back from an amazing vacation.
In this job, you see everything. When I picked up that young man from the airport, he looked very happy, very relaxed. Didn't seem like someone who had just abandoned his mother.
Good to be home. Time to get back to normal life. This is apartment 4B. My keys aren't working properly.
That young man lived here about 2 years. Always very, how do you say, demanding. But a week ago, an elder...
I am the legal owner of this apartment. Here are all the documents that prove it.
I understand, ma'am. Would you like us to change the locks as well?
Please.
This can't be happening. These aren't my locks. What did she do? Mom, please answer. I know you're angry, but we can talk about this. You can't do this to me. I'm your son.
That young man was always very arrogant with all the neighbors. Never said hello, never helped anyone. When I saw him screaming in the hallway, I thought, finally someone taught him limits.
Sir, the documentation is quite clear. We've explained the building policies and the legal requirements. You'll need to vacate the premises.
What am I gonna do now? I have no money, no house, no job. I have nothing. How did this happen so fast?
It's crucial to understand that these issues are deeply rooted in systemic inequalities. We need to address the causes, not just the symptoms.
How long have you been without housing?
Just today. I came back from vacation and my mother changed the locks.
We'll need you to fill out these forms.
In 30 years running this shelter, I've seen family breakdowns of every kind. But rarely do we see someone fall from such privilege.
This is perfect. Just me, my house, my choices, my peace.
Oh, that's so good. Finally, that boy learned what it feels like to be abandoned. Carmen taught him a lesson he'll never forget. He deserved it completely.
Aunt Rosa, please call me back. I need help. Mom has completely lost her mind and thrown me out.
We all knew Miguel was taking advantage of Tia Carmen. She gave him everything: money, food, a place to live.
How did I go from a luxury resort to a homeless shelter in one day? What have I done?
That lady taught me something important, that it's never too late to reclaim your power and dignity. Now she manages her finances like a successful businesswoman.
These tomatoes will be ready in 2 months. I'll have fresh vegetables all summer.
Your employment gap and lack of references will make this challenging.
I understand. I just need any job that will help me get back on my feet.
When someone has been dependent on family support for years without developing job skills, the transition to self-sufficiency is...
I'm thinking of taking the watercolor painting class next month.
That sounds wonderful. You seem so much happier lately.
This is minimum wage, starting immediately, mostly night shifts and weekends.
I understand. I'm willing to work any hours you need.
You can tell when someone's never really worked before. He seems shocked by the schedule and starting wage. Most people his age have years of work experience already.
This is exactly the peace I needed. No drama, no manipulation, no demands.
I never realized how expensive basic things are when you don't have steady income.
The legal documentation was flawless. Every possible challenge was anticipated and prevented. In my opinion,
I think the author's treatment of family loyalty versus personal integrity creates a fascinating moral tension.
Carmen.
Miguel, you need to move faster on the grill. We have orders backing up.
Yes, I'm trying to learn the system.
It's unusual to train someone his age for basic food service. Most people learn these jobs when they're teenagers. He seems to struggle with taking direction from younger supervisors.
Let me help you fill out this Medicare application. I just learned about these programs myself.
Thank you so much. This paperwork is so confusing.
At least it's a roof over my head. I have to start somewhere.
we get people from all backgrounds who hit hard times. But someone who's never had to manage money or work for basic needs, right, that's a harder adjustment than most.
I'm taking a cooking class next month. I want to learn French cuisine.
That sounds wonderful. You seem so full of life and new interests.
How long does this route usually take? I have to be back at work tomorrow morning.
About 40 minutes, depending on traffic.
You work in the restaurant job?
You can tell when someone's new to working for a living. He seems surprised by everything. The hours, the pay, having to take the bus.
I want the security system connected to both the local police and the monitoring company.
Absolutely, ma'am. This system will give you complete peace of mind.
Even my own family won't talk to me.
How did I destroy everything so completely?
We all talked about it. Tia Carmen did what she had to do. Miguel burned his bridges with everyone in the family, not just her. We support her completely.
For the first time in years, I feel like I'm living my own life instead of enabling someone else's dysfunction.
It sounds like setting those boundaries has been very healing for you.
Your performance has improved significantly. You're learning to work efficiently under pressure.
Thank you. This job has taught me things I never knew I needed to learn.
People think elderly people are helpless. My son learned they were very wrong. He taught me I never...
I'm thinking of taking a cruise to Europe next spring. I've always wanted to see the Mediterranean.